Hello everyone and welcome back. A few weeks ago, me and my son sat down and watched the movie Duel. Since he wanted to recreate some of the movie scenes from that movie, he asked me if I could customize these two cars for him. If you're not familiar about this movie, it is a movie from 1971, directed by Steven Spielberg, and it is one of his earliest movies. Basically, it is some kind of a horror film of a truck guy that terrorizes another driver in the Mojave Desert. He drives this rusty and old truck, and the other guy, he drives a Plymouth. Since I don't have the exact car, I'm going to use this Dodge Dart instead. It is almost the same. I will start by drilling the posts on both cars. Then I will add my suspension system for the red car. The truck's body is made of plastic, therefore it is very easy to drill out the posts, but then you have to be very gentle when you're creating the threads for the screws. I'm using my 2mm tap in order to create threads for the screws that will close the base back together. I've accidentally drilled here and I've made this fix by using super glue and some baking soda. Now these painted plastic wheels are very nice, but not for my build today. I'm going to use them for another build that I'm planning, and it is for a demolition derby car. Here you can see, always behind my shoulder, my son is watching and learning. At some point I want him to try and customize his own cars. Of course, under my watching eye. The wheels I'm going to use for this build are of Matchbox. They are the disc wheel type, made of plastic. Now in order to get the wheel moving up and down, we don't need these parts of this plastic interior red piece. Now let me just assemble this car and see that the suspension is working without any problems, and it seems to be that this one is okay. Now we have another problem. As you remember, the wheels at the back were these larger in diameter ones, and the wheel wells are too large. So now I'm closing the wheel wells back to the original size that they should have been in the first place. As you see, it is a very long process of adding layer after layer of super glue and this baking soda. And here you can see the wheel wells at the back have the right size. Another thing which is not too right about this car, the car from the movie didn't have any air scoop at the front, so I'm going to block this one again with some super glue and baking soda. Sure, the car from the movie had 4 doors, and here we have 2, but it is not too important for my son. And now I think that the car is ready for the first primer coat, and everything is right as it should be. After spraying the car with this primer gray, I'm just fixing minor scratches on the car's body. The next step was painting the entire truck with some matte black rattle can spray paint, and then adding some rust effects with my acrylic paint. I'm not forgetting about all the tiny details like painting the mirrors, the headlights, and also the exhaust pipes. As you see now, the headlights are detailed and you have few license plates on the front bumper as they were presented in the movie. I'm also painting the back end of this truck with some extra details. Now it is time to recreate a few scenes from this movie. I'm with my son now and we're outside on this little piece of road that I've created for him with just rattle can and some acrylic white paint. And now let's have a closer look on the car and the truck. Here you can see that the truck was highly detailed with rust effects and graphics. They were all hand painted. And a little car here with suspension and different wheels. As you remember, the wheel wells were also treated and I had to make them a little bit smaller. Now you can see the difference between the two cars. I wanted to focus on how the car was presented, and you can see that my red car is more leveled to the ground. And let's go back to our little recreation of the movie scenes now. As you see, my son had wonderful time playing with his cars and driving them on the little road that I've created for him. Here's another scene from the movie where the truck driver is waving to the driver in the red car to proceed, and then immediately after that is starting to chase him. And another scene in which the red car's driver trying to help this boss, and again he was troubled by this truck. As you see, we both had wonderful time playing with our cars. In the meantime, I would like to say thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Please drive safely, and bye bye.